A great leader's courage to fulfill his vision comes from passion, not position. Do not take the agenda that someone else has mapped out for your life. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. If you wouldn't follow yourself, why should anyone else? Leaders who are effective are leaders who are disciplined in their daily lives. We cannot become what we need by remaining what we are. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. The greatest day in your life and mine is when we take total responsibility for our attitudes. That's the day we truly grow up. A man must be big enough to admit his mistakes, smart enough to profit from them, and strong enough to correct them. Leaders must be close enough to relate to others, but far enough ahead to motivate them. Life is 10% what happens to me and 90% of how I react to it. Talent is a gift, but character is a choice. If we are growing, we are always going to be outside our comfort zone. Learn to say no to the good so you can say yes to the best. The greatest mistake we make is living in constant fear that we will make one. Remember, man does not live on bread alone, sometimes he needs a little buttering up. A leader who produces other leaders multiples their influences. The only guarantee for failure is to stop trying. If you start today to do the right thing, you are already a success even if it doesn't show yet. Do not take the agenda that someone else has mapped out for your life. If you don't change the direction you are going, then you're likely to end up where you're heading. Stay focused instead of getting offended or off track by others. You have to live with the people to know their needs, and you have to live with God to know how to solve them. Relational skills are the most important abilities in leadership. Everything begins with a decision. Then, we have to manage that decision for the rest of your life. We feel unhappy and confused with our life when we don't do the focus or calling that God has on our life. The more you do, the more you fail. The more you fail, the more you learn. The more you learn, the better you get. The last time you failed, did you stop trying because you failed, or did you fail because you stopped trying? Fail early, fail often, but always fail forward. You will never change your life until you change something you do daily. Most people have a desire to look for the exception instead of the desire to become exceptional. Real leadership is being the person others will gladly and confidently follow. True success comes only when every generation continues to develop the next generation. Your success stops where your character stops. You can never rise above the limitations of your character. Image is what people think we are, integrity is why we really are. You must do right before you feel good. Happiness simply cannot be relied upon as a measure of success. Successful and unsuccessful people do not vary greatly in their abilities. They vary in their desires to reach their potential. Must manage your thought life daily and then you can manage your life. I want to make a difference with people who want to make a difference, doing something that makes a difference. Small disciplines repeated with consistency every day lead to great achievements gained slowly over time. You cannot enjoy others until you enjoy yourself because you cannot give to others what you do not have. You cannot overestimate the unimportance of practically everything. A dream worth pursuing is a picture and blueprint of a person's purpose and potential. One is too small a number to achieve greatness. The sum of all your thoughts comprises your overall attitude. Tend to the people, and they will tend to the business. The difference between average people and achieving people is their perception of and response to failure. Most people who decide to grow personally find their first mentors in the pages of books. You see, when our attitudes outdistance our abilities, even the impossible becomes possible. It's good to be out of your comfort zone. Just don't step out of your gift zone. Your attitude is like the mind's paintbrush. It can paint everything in bright, vibrant colors, creating a masterpiece. A dream becomes a reality as a result of your actions, and your actions are controlled, to a large extent, by your habits. If you're not failing, you're probably not really moving forward. It is easier to move from failure to success and from excuses to success. Creativity requires a willingness to look stupid. To lead yourself, use your head; to lead others, use your heart. Advice is what we ask for when we already knew the answer but wish we didn't.